Alright, gonna do a quick audio check, make sure it doesn't cycle through in a ridiculous way. Talk, talk, talk. Talk, talk, talk. Alright, gonna do a quick audio check, make sure it doesn't cycle. Alright then. Seems like it's not cycling through in a ridiculous way. Very good. Hello, it's nice to see you, Damien. Hello, Violet. You can hear us. Good. It's nice to see you both. Hello. Yes, the relaxing pre-post stream ambiance. I'm a really big fan of it. They're often called visual postcards. That was it. And it's something where I've seen a couple people do them. I'm like, I want to kind of work on a couple of those in the beginning of the stream because they're just fun. They're just a nice addition to do. So let's go. Yes, hello. So today we're going to be talking about goals and flow states because yesterday we were talking a bunch about flow states and feedback. And I want to talk about how goals help with the feedback. And also, I was a little behind today. Damien, I can see that you have noticed that. Damien. So, I was trying to finish a couple things before, and I put a little bit too much stuff. Yeah, I'm going to try to be more on time with that, but I put a little bit too much extra work on top of what I was trying to do before the stream. It happens. I now know not to do it quite that much. Easy fix. So jumping into the small pieces here. Our discussion point. So I want to talk a little bit about goals, and we have things like OKRs, input goals, and that's a lot. So I don't want to necessarily jump too much into it without giving you enough of a general understanding of how we're going to do it. So I'm going to act like we're setting a goal for doing our crossbow stuff, which we've been doing, but as if it's just like our brand new experience, right? Like, let's put it away for a second. So what do we do for a good goal? Well, flow state needs goals. Makes sense. Happens. We've talked about that. But a flow state needs goals to keep you in a flow state. It's true. It also comes with feedback. So, if we're going to be doing this, and we're looking at our graph that we have here, skills, challenges. We understand that. That's old news. Still helpful to be reminded, still old news. How do you know if you're getting feedback, right? Like, we've talked about how you just take shots and that gives you feedback, but what is that part really? What is the just taking shots in regards to doing a crossbow shot? So this is the concept of the input goal. So we talked about this yesterday, where an input goal is a goal that you have complete control over. It's something that is just... I'm right in the way. Nope. There we go. An input goal is something that you have a complete understanding of, right? Like, you have complete control over. And I'm just going to have it right behind my ear for the second. And Damien, it's... I don't know why you can't see Violet's comment, but I'll just... just shrug to that one. But I'll take a breath. Hold on. There we go. So when you're doing an input goal, it's a goal that you have complete control over. We showed this yesterday with firing the crossbow, that gives you the feedback. But to have that input goal and get that, going to the notes now, it's going to be something that you have direct control over, right? So if I'm going to do 10 push-ups a day, that counts as something I have complete control over. If I'm going to make one video a week, that's something that I have complete control over. If I'm going to eat one serving of vegetables a day, that's something I have complete control over. Or, as we put here, shoot a crossbow. There's nothing that will stop us from doing a process with shooting a crossbow, right? Like, that's an input goal. Versus like an output goal, I'm going to be sexy to the person named Corey. Like, that's up to Corey, right? That's not something that I have control over. I'm going to get 1,000 views on a YouTube video. I can't control that. Like, it's YouTube, it's the quality of the content. Maybe I can make the content better, but even then it's like it's not something I have complete control on. Or I'm going to win a race, which I think is a really good indicator of this bit, because it's like you have other people you're competing against. So we have other bits of objective key results and that kind of thing. But what I want to kind of bring it back to is a thing known as survive and thrive. And I'm going to put this down for a second. No words, just chill, quiet time in the ambience. Because I want to talk about survive versus thrive and have this behind me as my sort of like chill. In therapy, sometimes you hear about this concept of survive versus thrive, where let's say you're struggling with having lunch. Like sometimes people who are going to therapy might have a hard time just making themselves food. They're feeling lazy, they're feeling emotional, whatever it is. So if you were to thrive, that would be making lunch, it would be putting away the plates, it would be doing all that. But that can be hard to get to if you're dealing with something. So you survive, which is if you were going to make a sandwich, instead of making a sandwich, which would be thrive, you just eat the pieces of a sandwich. Have some bread, have some cheese, have some meat. That's it. That's surviving. If you aren't making yourself lunch because you don't want to do dishes, buy paper plates. Just, yes, it's wasteful, but it allows you to be able to just do the thing. You're able to survive. This is very similar to the iterative process we talked about, right? Where you just solve the initial problem and then you slowly make a more advanced solution. So if just paper plates was the solution, then eventually maybe reusing paper plates, and then eventually plastic plates that are easy to throw away or easy to wash if you were going to do so, right? So you build that way up. Let's see a question from Damien. I don't know what that means. Why are you saying Mekong? Did I say something stupid when I said that? I'm just checking. Hopefully I didn't. Anyway, the idea there is that survive and thrive. Setting goals has a similar sort of feeling to it. Input goal, kill my target, for example, that doesn't make a good input goal. That would be like eating a whole plate, right? Kill my target requires a lot of other pieces to go well. I have to be in good positioning. It depends on if they're reloading, if they're not looking at me, if they are standing still. I'm above them. I have a line of sight that they don't. They don't know I'm here. These are, I just misspelled no. No. These are all things that are important to making sure that you can do that goal, right? Versus if you have good aim, which is another thing that's an sort of input, but kind of output, because I took the time to aim complete. I'm not being shot. I know the weapon well. I can predict the movement of my opponent. Really, this here is input, and this here is input. So you want to start thinking about goals and breaking them down. I can pick when to fire. I can learn the weapon, right? So this is the situation where we're saying input goal. Just fire the shot. And there we go. Oop, sorry, I knocked the mic around. I imagine that hurts. Cool. So, I want to take this now a moment, because I know that was a lot of it. And a little bit disconnected, because I was trying to remember what my exact ordering of things are, so thank you for your patience in this regard. But the goal here of an input goal is to fulfill the fact that you need goals in a flow state to then eventually get feedback. So you do your input goal, right? That's something you control. And then you test it, and then you iterate on it. Input goal, I'm just gonna eat a sandwich without making it together. Test it. Did I do that? That's the simplicity of the tests. The best goals are as simple as did you or did you not? Awesome. And then finally, iterate on it. Are you ready to move up to making more plates? Making something a little more complex? Or do you want to do it something more simple and just maintain? So, to help demonstrate this, we'll actually play, we'll do crossbow stuff, we'll break down the same process here. Input goal. Fire a crossbow bolt. Test it. Did I fire the bolt? Iterate in it. Do we increase to increase. Find out. That's what the testing's for. I mean making. Why are you saying making? Still don't know the question that exactly, Damien, but no worries. Let me know the question again. I'll do my best to answer it more clearly. Alright. So we pop to the game. And we're going to follow that first thing, which was, we talked about just firing a crossbow bolt, right? Oh, look at this. Year 1, thank you. You're welcome. I'm reading the thing. To all who dropped in Battle Royale, stacked cash and plunder, respond to Resurgence, or hit the ground running on Rebirth, thank you. Now see you next year, but first, where are we dropping? Well, I'm more of a cash stacking kind of guy, personally. But, you know, we all have our own. Hopping in. Gonna go for an enjoyment. Woo! Can't wait. Now, it's interesting with the input goal process, because it sounds really complex in the way that I presented it a bit. But after doing it a few times, it starts becoming very easy to kind of constantly make new input goals. One bit of this is because making those choices, like when we talked about 80% rule, it's important that you just do something, like literally, like that's the concept of almost the survive versus like thrive thing. Just start something, anything really. Once you just start something, that gives you the capacity to start moving forward with these other ideas or other challenges that you're trying to put on yourself. I mean, after we've done this, another input goal could be, because this is one I need to work on, so this is one we'll actually be doing, positioning. I'm not very good at positioning, so I'm like, did I take, let's say, 5 seconds to consider positioning? Now this might not be the best choice, actually, to be clear. Maybe I shouldn't take 5 seconds to position, but it will be a good first step. Let's see. Hold on. I said do not fill. I wonder if they put me in a lobby with people. Well, they're going to be very frustrated as I do nothing to help. Cool. Headset mic's off, though. But the idea is, like, that's something I do need to work on. I need to think about for, like, just a couple moments, is this a good position to be in? So I want to start practicing that, because we saw in a couple times my flow state getting knocked out because I was putting myself in positions where I was getting surrounded. I can't shoot people very quickly, but I can take them out in a single hit. So I don't have to worry as much about hitting someone and maintaining line of sight on them. I can kind of hit and look away. But it also falls in the case with the 2 pistol shooting, right? I might be able to take out the 2 pistols and fire, but again, I gotta be extra careful because people can get just out of distance, and you know, as I'm firing here, like that, maybe if the person stood in the door, they would have gotten hit by a lot of that, but that's not as much like accuracy as I'd like compared to something like, you know, right down the center. We got it. Super fun. So, positioning. 2 parts of it. Part 1, thinking about the crossbow's best place of firing. Part 2, thinking about the best places for the handguns to go. I don't know the answers for both of them. Luckily, positioning is something we're going to be constantly switching in and out of, and so I'm going to be thinking about it. And while thinking about it, I'm going to make sure that we test, which is what we're going to do now. That's the 5-second thing. We'll see if we need to increase or decrease that, and then iterate. We'll decide if it's working or not working, if it seems to be helping or not. So here's my first opportunity, though. A lot of people jumping. Here's the airport, a very common place where players will land. We've landed in the superstore, or storage town, all the time, and we've found ourselves be shot a lot from that. It hasn't been the best placement. So if I'm going to be thinking about this from a safe thing, I could try something over here, like what I'm doing right now. Missed that shot, that's fine. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Perfect, right? I was saying uh-oh because I wasn't in as much control as I'd hoped I'd been, but that worked okay. We were able to take out our opponent. they didn't notice us. That was actually probably us being lucky rather than really being in good position, if I am going to be honest with myself. Someone is dropping in. Shoot, we broke that, which was cool, but that was fine. That was a situation where I took out the wrong weapon, right? I had the crossbow out first, but we were so close, I should have been using the 2 pistols. I didn't take the 5 seconds. Maybe need to do less, but I need to take some time to consider my positioning again. See, I saw a person land over here, and there's still a person up top. Okay, that was probably a poor choice because now I'm lower. 5 seconds might be a little long to be able to actually consider a position. Oh, you're gonna go to Mexico? That's really fun. I'll be not gonna be in chat. That's okay. You know, enjoy Mexico. Have a good time there. We will miss you. But it's okay. It's good to have you explore. I mean, think about flow states when you're out there. What's making you happy? Do you like traveling? Does that put you in a flow state? Like, that's gonna be some cool stuff too. Ooh. Blendle. Nice. Checking. Person to our left. Ho ho! Okay. Hup! Oh, look at that. Okay, can I get around it? Come on, just let me try to. Yes! Look at that cleverness. We got around the claymore. If there was a second one that I just walked into, that would have been funny and very disappointing at the same time. Alright, popping up. There's our target. Oh, okay. Remember, take your time. What was that person doing? That was one of those. Okay. Someone shooting from above? No. That was one of our situations where I didn't take enough time. Take a moment. Practicing. Be smart about it. We'll get there. Alright, I'm gonna take it. I might die here, but I'm gonna do a quick check to make sure everything is running. Yes, everything's running. Cool. Just being sure. So, other questions to go with this. Input-wise, I have so far repeatedly struggled to take 5 seconds to take a good position. That's good to note. That's really clear. We have a person there. Now, this is a good opportunity to practice. There's our 5 seconds. That was a good shot. Good shot. We actually hit them with the explosion. More practice. This person might be better. A little bit of a miss, that's fine. That is a little graphical issue over there, that's fine too. Alright, a little higher needed. We still were hitting them. We're still whacking them. Alright. But here's a good lesson, right? Like, this is too far. I'm not good enough with this yet. Might be able to hit that person, though. Uh-oh. They're sniping at us. Another good lesson. You can't pull out your parachute when you're in the middle of that reload animation. At least not that close to the ground. It's a good lesson. Alright, so we have a couple people over here doing some fun stuff. Landing as well. Very good.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Bad positioning again. I landed. So in this situation, they were able to shoot at me. Yeah, that was like being fired at by a laser beam. Oof. Oof, indeed. So that range is doable with a crossbow, but still difficult. So we have to get closer to the opponent than that. Though we are going to still do our favorite in-air shots to see if we can pop one of these. I missed, that's fine. Bad. Took too long to switch weapons. Yeah, that was forever. Way too long. Okay. One thing that we also talk about when I just have like side fun goals. So this is something that we've discussed in regards to like also going for some of the some of the monies. Because the reason why is it's good to kind of pull yourself sometimes out of the previous experiences and see if you can sort of find a way to reframe the problem that you're having. Like, we've had a lot of success in certain areas and distances that I was really surprised with these crossbows, even with these pistols. But I'm going to need to continue to think about those sort of new positions when playing this way. Here we go. Someone who's coming for this, it looks like. Maybe not. Let's see if we get it. Grabbed. Grab a supply run. Why not? Please? Thank you. Okay. If we get to the buy station, then it will give us a balloon, which is nice. Plus, we'll get some more money and pieces while we're just doing that. And this will be a good opportunity for us to kind of like get that new positioning that I talked about. That thing's just far enough, though, that I think I'm actually not going to do that. I'd rather just spend the money and get this stuff here and go back to the fight. Again, you continue practicing positioning. Hey, yep. Perfect. So feelings at the moment, as far as our goals are going, I am not achieving too well the goals that I had set. That's good feedback. That's like, all right, that's how do I alter what I'm doing? 5 seconds isn't working very well. It also feels like when I'm invading and attacking a person, the drop is kind of really important. Drop as in I get the first sight on them. Not always important, because a lot of times we have such a high damage weapon that we can actually see the person after them and still hit them with the crossbow bolt. Perfect. Someone's hunting us. Let's see if we can go find him. That'll actually be very helpful. They'll come to us. Add a little bit of stress to the experience. I thought this was a cow for a second. It's a log, not a cow. Easy to make the two mistakes. You know. Cool. So we'll pick up some more cash and monies. Precision strike. We're getting closer. Very good. Self-revive kit. I'll take that. See if we can actually spot anyone. Up.
Time is up. Objective failed.
Target lock confirmed.
Oh, there's a sniper looking at us too.
Good copy. Strike inbound.
Oh, I missed that shot. Alright, there isn't a way in this way. Oh, behind us. Place? Oh, that was just bad timing on my part. I was smart for taking this thought. I got the claymore down, but I didn't really do a good positioning with it. Important lessons. I missed that first shot earlier too, which if I had made that shot, we already had them in our sights, it would have been perfect. Been able to take them out, no problem. More good lessons from that. Not exciting to lose. But that's another piece of this. Alright, so there's a team of 2 who are running together. I missed that shot, but that'll still get hit by the explosion. And get downed. Person nice and close. Nice and close again. Thank you for taking you both out. I'm gonna borrow this. Borrow this. Controller's out of batteries. See how long this takes. Now this is something that I knew was gonna happen. We saw it yesterday, so I came prepared. Ah, yes. Fingers crossed though that these are gonna work too. How long do you think we'll survive just standing here? Didn't put them in correctly. Cool. Oh, living life on the edge. Nice. I would talk about flow state here, but really this is more of just like gambling.
For the AO.
Good. I think they just were expecting me to be a little bit more difficult to find. Sick. Alright. We'll just drop the money then. So that was a really good opportunity to kind of learn from that previous mistake. Like, that previous mistake of me not being in the right position, but then being able to take advantage of the knowledge that they're going to save their best friend. Also, Squid ZZZ. Yo, my buddy Stadia Pro sent me. Oh, that's very cool. Hey, I'm glad you like that, Squid. So how much of flow state do you know? Have you, like, played a video game and been like, oh yeah, I felt that? Like, is that something you get? Flow state in Outriders? Oh, absolutely possible. I mean, one of the things that I have a short coming out that's just talking about how pretty much any game puts you into a flow state. I mean, that's the whole point of a lot of games, is that they're, as a job, that's what game designers are trying to do, is make you experience a flow state. So Outriders can totally do it. This is just my chosen one for now, because I think multiplayer games have a really interesting style of flow state, where it forces you to have to create your own version of success. Because you don't have a perfectly designed set of enemies that are being provided to you, right? Like in Dark Souls or something, you have a perfect set of enemies being shown up to you.
Enemy UAV
Play Monster Hunter and Monster Hunter. Good one. I play Bow in that one. And see, hold on, we're gonna see if we can just get someone up there. Why not? we have this.
Striker 3-1, good copy. Strike
Let's see. It's like watching television, right?
Shots missed.
Dang it! We'll try another one. In Pikmin? What's PKMN? I actually don't know that one. Boop.
Grid mark, hit them now.
This is Striker 3-1, good copy. Strike inbound.
So good run. I want to take an opportunity to think about what we did to see if that was able to hit some of those goals that we set. Here we go. Did I take 5 seconds to consider positioning? No. It was too long. So we have to iterate this. Plan before engaging. So I think that's a big part of it. We have to think about this significantly before we actually engage, right? Because twice I was in a situation where I had like a big crossbow shot situation. I just missed, which is normal. We practiced that. But then I should have been using 2 pistols, and that was my mistake. Shiny Hunter and Pikmin. Pikmin. Sorry, Pokemon. I keep reading Pikmin. Yeah. So the iteration here is positioning. Our goal, our test, our victory is to plan ahead what gun use. Okay, that's the goal, all right? Plan ahead. And then also, distance. Test. Did we do it? And then we can do the iterate after the game. Hey, Stadia Pro Gaming, nice to see you, and then we can test that. So, quick thing for Squid ZZZ and Stadia Pro, welcome. What we've been doing today is focusing on input goals in order to help you get into a flow state when playing. So we've talked about this before, where a flow state is this graph here. Challenges. Do your challenges meet your skills here? So if you can imagine this line that's coming up through this way, if you have enough skill and it meets your challenge, it feels pretty good. In a lot of video games, it's designed this way. This is called the flow channel, where your player skill meets the player challenge. You move up this way. If you're too good, it's boring, not challenging enough. If you're not good enough, it's anxiety, not good. This particular thing here is the idea that a lot of game designs do best when you kind of do it like this. Like, it's kind of hard, okay, it's gotten easy. It's kind of hard, it's kind of easy. Like, that's what they kind of are talking about there. But you have this. To help you achieve that, we've been focusing on these input goals. Now, one of our input goals was firing a crossbow bolt, which I feel like we've satisfied. Input goal, to be very clear, is something that you have complete control over. I have complete control over of shooting the crossbow bolt, right? But an output goal is like killing your opponent, because I might miss, they might move, and a bunch of different things like that. So my goal is to make sure I take the shot. But I've been taking a lot of shots recently, and I want to make it a little bit better. So we're now talking about positioning, because I'm getting a lot better at aiming, so I want to be able to position myself. Now this also includes dual pistol stuff. That person, for example, if I was planning to be shooting a bunch, dual pistols would have been really good. That's actually a perfect example. They had headshots on me, but I still had enough time to move around and shoot them. Just for fun, we're going to see if we can get another one of our long-range crossbow shots. I see someone on the roof, I think. Alright, we're just going to fire that one and see if we get... We hit someone with the explosion. Not a kill, but still fun. So, want to practice the dual pistol thing again. I think what I'm going to also look to do is see if I can increase the damage significantly of those pistols. Maybe the burst fire might be better. Maybe the revolvers would be better. I'm curious about that because we want to lower the distance between the two. I know that there's like snub nose revolvers we could try, but that would be some of the iteration stuff. That one specifically in improving the gun use, but here I'm caring a little bit more about improving where I place myself when I choose to fire, kind of thing. So same rules that we've done. This is our new thing. We tried the 5 seconds thing, didn't work. Now we're just gonna try to plan ahead. So when jumping, I'm gonna have the crossbow out because I can hit long range like that. Superstore is here. A lot of people like to do the superstore. I'm gonna see if I can find a way to do superstore where we can just fire at opponents without having to deal with being shot a ton. Some of this might be just practice and being more accurate. Like I missed that shot, for example. All right, reloaded. Landing a little low. All right, this is perfect time to switch to this. Perfect positioning time. We got around them. Someone else is looking at us from that direction. A lot of people that way. They're using explosions. Explosions, there's the word. We're in the store now. Alright, this person's so close. This is the weapon of choice. I just got surrounded there. Not a bad problem. Welcome back, Damien. But yeah, watching this, yeah, I wasn't thinking about them being around me that way. We got a king near us too, which should be some good practice. Just making a song. I hope it's I hope it makes you happy. That's the part that I care most. Alright, missed that shot. That's fine. I'm going to land over here. This has been the good positioning I've found so far. Alright, we have someone behind us. They got killed. Fun, that works. Alright, pretty safe up here. Ooh, taking the cash balloon. Now we're just going to get all the money from everyone up here. I think they're all shooting on the inside right now. But I'm just going to grab the monies. It sounds like it's below me. That person's not below me. Stay low. We did a good job dodging that. How do we do here? Okay, so they couldn't hit us at all. I should have stayed behind that, considering. Noted. Positioning. Positioning involves cover too. I didn't plan the correct weapon there? That's alright. Okay. Thinking for a second. There's our target again. Just fun to do these long-range shots. Oh, I missed. Turn, switch. Alright, we missed that opportunity. Just claymore it up. Borrow this. Very nice. Two right in front of us. There's my shadow revealing where I am. Gotta be careful with that. Put our plates back on. Cool. Alright, I'm guessing pistols again. I'm gonna switch back to this. And back to pistol. Someone hit our claymore, so I'm going to switch back to this and look up. Didn't see anybody. Bummer. I'm just going to claymore right here. I'll take that balloon.
Enemy UAV overhead.
I think this distance is going to be best. Crossbow, now pistols. Alright, so that's the way I think we have to be running this. We have to think about it like, as I go around corners, I switch to what I'm using.
Enemy soldier incoming.
There's a lot of cash in here, which is pretty cool. Alright, switch back to crossbow. Back to... Got a lot of money early on. Top earner. Alright, back to pistols. Crossbow. Pistols. Crossbow. Pistols. Okay. Yeah, we have stuff overhead. It's fine. Someone hit that other claymore.
I'll drive.
We're gonna borrow this real quick. Find a nice safe spot. Deposit or drive up a tree. That's the way to do that. We can use... No, I think that bank's a dangerous choice because it's so close to everyone. That's fine, though. We're gonna hop over this. Place. Just deposit what we have. Easy choice. We're in 4th place right now, which is very fun. Now we got 100 to... Yeah, we'll try to deposit that 100. We'll move over here. We'll do that. We've only taken out 1 target so far. Low. Low. Alright. Cash secured. I'm going to drop that there. We're going to call this in and see if anything looks crazy.
Solid copy. Bird is inbound for cash collection.
Let's see.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Switch. Switch. Alright, UAV is going to be able to see us. Nobody's coming. Don't hear anyone. Check. Check. Go. Switch. Switch.
Helo is in.
Deposit cash. Cool. Alright, we've maintained our 4th place.
I'll drive.
Now we'll go find a new thing to do. How about we'll put that there and we also consider red. Alright. Good. Let's see. Thank you, Stadia, for saying cool. I'm gonna stop for a second, read chat. Trapped in my mind, want to be free. Let's see. Oh, what's the tone? What's the tune for it? Do you have a tune?
Cash secure. Helo is
Damien? I'm not. I wanted to try singing it, but I don't know the tune.
secure at base.
I'll drive.
All right. I just drove right past that. Of course I did. I got too excited reading chat. We're in 3rd now. Someone actually managed to take someone out. That's funny. Perfect. Parking like a pro. Oh look, a box.
Bounty target is up. Let's get
All right, bounty target is up. Now this is going to be another good bit of practice in regards to positioning, because I'm not quite sure what positioning is going to be good for going after someone with a crossbow. So far, we've kind of just been free in our thought process for this. Technically, we could use the actual car itself. I can switch seats in it and fire at the window. That might be a good solution. Worth a try. Alright. Be smart. Drive through the small spot. Pick up some more cash. Back in car.
I'll drive. Get in.
Here we go. Forward. Alright, our target's somewhere in this area. Target's likely right there. That seems to be our target.
bounty target is down. Well done.
Oh, they added us as a friend. That would be very funny. I think I actually... Can I turn that off real quick? Just to make sure I don't get a lot of that. Don't want to have it block off screen stuff too much. I will worry about that in a second. That was the first time we've had it happen. Oh, Damien, you got to give me the tune. No tune. No tune. Just deadpan spoken. Let's see. Let's, I'm going to take this cash. Use it to buy myself another balloon. And we're going to hope nobody shoots at it. Drop some more money in. Noise. Maybe everyone will just leave the balloon alone and let us stay in third place. Alright. Our next closest people are down here. If we want to do an adventure and go that far. Oh, hi! Okay, we're gonna park for a second. Switch seats. Switch seats. Hey. Oh, I missed! I tried! So that's an interesting way to do... Yeah, I just missed that shot. That just wasn't as good. That was clever. I loved that, because I was just like, ready to go. But I didn't quite get it. But we put our money away, so we're still in third place. Still doing well. Alright, no tune. So wings like a butterfly, I'm not alone. You should have known it's fishing. I tilt my water it's dry. I need a 4-leaf clover to get this all over. A song read it all to get there. So if it has no tune, is it going to be like a beat poem? Let's see. I'm trying to think about how I want to do it. Someone's shooting at me right now. Oh, get inside. Dang it. I missed. They're just shooting at me as I drop. I don't know where these shots are coming from. And if they're on the roofs, that's pretty far away. Ah, there it is. See? Good shot. Stranger. Alright. Let's see. Trapped in my mind, want to be free. How about that's for a stanza? Why can't you see? Okay, no. Trapped in my... Oh, shoot. How does the rhyming scheme go? I'm trying to get the rhyming scheme down. Could you put it into stanzas for me? Alright, I'm going to try to get this money right in front of us, too. Oh, no! Oh, we're going to get fed. We're going to get fed. Woo! Yeah, we made it this far. Keep going. Da-da. Oh, yes. Oh, perfect. Okay. We're gonna get this. Pick up the more cash. It's keeping us in third place. Very nice. I was gonna try to drop a precision airstrike on them. We've got that spot there.
I found a bank if you need it.
I don't see anybody. Guess we'll start heading. Oh, it's shooting through the tent! Oh no! Ah! Yay! Oh, is that an armor bundle? It is. It's a perfect thing to get right now.
Let's go.
Perfect. If you can type in expectation by Tico. Tico has a really high voice normally, right? Like, it's almost like a Stitch voice, like from Lilo and Stitch. Oh my gosh, that person is just such good aim. So I'm trying to put my brain around what it would sound like. Because Tico's like, hello, or hello, like something like that, right? It's really high pitch. Ooh, balloon. Nice. If we can drop this balloon situation, we can score some more of the cash, get some of the experience, and hopefully minimize being completely annihilated by the person on the other side of this. Third place. Put the cash in. Third place. Pretty excited. Oh no! Well, that balloon's destroyed. Oh no. Oh, it came from the helicopter. Oops. We were talking a lot about positioning. That was a failure of positioning. That balloon might still... Nope, it was still shot down. I'm gonna see if I can go back and nab that balloon real quick. Oh man. Alright. Any of the cash drop? Oh no. That was from a different player. Shoot. I made an assumption. It was the wrong assumption that it was gonna be the helicopter. That was just my bad choice. We're now in 8th from that. Oh. Oh, that was a close shot, but not quite. Let's see. Alright, I think I need to just... Wow, they're just... I should just be, like, avoid this area entirely when we're talking about positioning. Or I should just give in and just keep trying to fly in. It's a tough choice. Like a kid voice? Yeah. Alright, let's see if I can get back here. Hi! Oh, darn it. I'm gonna just see if there's any cash I can pick up around here and try to maintain our higher score. Oh man, we even ran through this place already. Excuse me. Do you have any cash for me to have? You do, and you've put me into 8th place. I appreciate that. Wow, they had a lot of cash, in fact. Custom SMG, fun. I really appreciate that someone just kind of delivered that to us.
Enemy soldier incoming.
There we go. Some claymores down. Alright, switch to this. See if there's any more spots we can climb into.
Into the AO.
Alright, at this distance, maybe here. Perfect. Oh no. Oh. We still maintain 8th place though. And we got it down. Alright. So I want to take an opportunity to again look at the... Actually, hold on. We got silver. 8th place is silver. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Okay, so... No tune, just try... Goals. Goals here. So the major goal that we were trying to do was to plan ahead, also distance. I think this actually didn't work either. My reason why is because we didn't do a lot of attempts. By positioning, didn't get good opportunities to fight, right? Like, I don't really feel like that happened. So that's going to be a bit of an issue in us actually pulling this off. So I need to keep that in mind where it's like, try. Maybe just try just shooting again. But take 20 seconds, or I'd say, but take 1 second, one breath, okay, before, and then test, did we, and then iterate. Then we'll continue this process. All right, but what was it? Let's see, we're 152, and so that's probably enough for one more plunder. Maybe an actual battle royale. You know, we'll do a test of battle royale. I'm not gonna fight anybody. At least I'm not gonna try to fight anybody until I get that crossbow, just to kind of see how that feels again. But hold on, I don't know what the music is playing right now. I can't sing it to this beat, so I'm gonna silence it for a second. So it's just like trapped in my mind. Trapped in my mind, want to be free. It doesn't have a beat that I can tell. So I'm like, how do I do this? Trapped in my... we're going to do like a beat poem kind of thing. Where it's like, trapped in my mind, want to be free. Why can't you see? When you look at me, I want to go fly. Don't want to be here. Whenever I die, I'm past your expectations, want to go high. I'm a touch of the sky. I'm growing. And then, some wings like a butterfly. I'm not alone. I am around you. You should have known. It's fishy. I tilt my water is dry. What? I tilt my water is dry? Oh, like, I pour it out. I need a 4-leaf clover to get this all over. End or song read it all to get there. Beautiful. Absolute beautiful. Absolute, you know, money raining on top of me. Okay, so now we're gonna do Battle Royale 2 right now. Just, I think it's a good test skill thing. I've generally just fail really quickly in it, but when we're talking about flow state here, the reason why I want to test this is because of the concept of like when we're doing flow state kind of stuff. Like, it's important to sometimes mix it up. One of the things that I really encourage myself to do is to remember, like, that if my goal is positioning, if I consistently try to do that I know and understand well, then I don't go always to flow. I start getting into control. So I need to start trying to push up to a harder challenge to kind of force myself to sort of stay in this spot, you know, to kind of maintain this little squiggly line while I'm doing it. That seems to be a big part for me to help. Question: would you ever be open to doing a podcast to discuss your channel in flow state? I feel like I could. I know that the reason why I like gaming so much is because it's so helpful in getting me to do a flow state. A podcast could work too, but I think my first steps before getting into something like that is going to just see how much fun I keep having with this, right? Like, I'm having... So far, it puts me in a flow state to talk to you. I'm a big, like, questions guy, where I love having people respond, and I love having something in front of me to respond to. So that's a big part of this that really helps me find what I'm trying to, you know, goof off on and like. So I'm not going to say no. It very well could happen. But it's much more like a, for now, I think I'm going to try some shorts to try to help explain some of these concepts. I have a video that's trying out to TikTok. I have to make a thumbnail for the video to go on YouTube. But it'll be a thing that's like why specifically games are good at flow states, right? So, thank you for asking. Now we're going to try this. Again, not my... Like, this isn't as good for learning because it's hard to iterate when there's just not a lot of feedback from Battle Royale. It's still very fun. I think it's more like, personally, I'm a big fan of stimulus solos because that gives a reason for me to grab money more often. And that's definitely the kind of thing that I like to do. See, yes, I meant, would you be open to an invite on a podcast? Probably. I don't know if I would have much to add at the moment. But I appreciate the interest. It makes me feel special. We're going to go land here. And then if time is available, potentially. All right, we're going to have a person who is landing here. All right, we have 2 people inside. It didn't do the parachute. See, this... I would talk about this from being good feedback, except it's going to take me some time to fight, right? Like, what did I learn there? Lag can sometimes kill you when you're trying to put out your parachute. In something like Plunder, that's funny. Truck going by, that's funny. This, though, is legitimately frustrating. Like, oh, come on, really? I was trying to help by throwing the rocks at the person that I'm targeting. I remember play Destiny 2? Oh yeah, big friend. And like, play a lot of Destiny 2.
Win here and you return to the
Good
front
game.
line. You lose, your fight is over.
Alright, check.
Sort them out or
Scoop. You could shoot through that wall.
you got your ass kicked in that way.
Wow.
Sending you back to base.
That's awesome.
Come back stronger next time.
And that's why it's hard to do Battle Royale and learn. You land and you crap. I did 1 damage. 1 damage. That's actually, I think, a really good demonstration on why I choose Plunder, of the concept. Like, it's just, that's more my flow state. Now, you may like that. That might put you in an amazing flow because, I mean, for one, I really like the intensity of Battle Royales. That's why I play gunfights, right? Where it's super quick rounds and I relax with them. I, however, like the fact that they're multiple rounds, so if you die, you just try again real quick. But it's still so intense, because it's... In this case, though, I just felt like I didn't learn anything. Lag killed me. I also made a bad mistake that allowed lag to do so. So, that was funny. Mistakes happen. And then in that final one, I didn't know that you could shoot through that wall, which is... But on their screen, it looked like I didn't get behind the wall in time. But I think that is really, really, like... That's a lesson that was good to learn. That's important to know. But my death that was it. Like, now I had to wait till a whole new match. So I'm like, I'm gonna go back to Plunder. League? Never really played League. Not my thing. Anyway, yeah, that's another thing with flow states that I think that'll be eventually its own stream too. It's just the concept of personal flow, like flow strategy is a term, where what I consider a flow state is something like Plunder with the crossbow, because it's low risk with really high experiences that if I challenge myself, as the risk increases, it still gets really interesting, right? Like, I can play high risk or I can play low risk, and it allows me to experience. But that's something where in Battle Royale, it's just a certain tier. And so I find that since it requires so much education and knowledge to get to that tier, I struggle to find a flow state in it. We've played before and had some pretty cool crossbow shots and stuff like that in Battle Royale, but it just wasn't ever my really full favorite thing. Damien's just going to go through the list of all games I've ever played in my life now. Nope, Mortal Kombat's not necessarily my thing either. I am much more of a third-person, like, Dark Souls thing. Oh, out of ammo. Like, third-person kind of combat games. We do this one instead, though, because it's more popular, so it's important from a strategic thing. It has a really fantastic multiplayer, which is great. I'm also a big fan of the mechanics of this. I like short time to kill games. That's something that I think is really fun. And a crossbow is very short time to kill. Basically, you hit the person and they're down. Hi, friend. Missed. Oh, no. Deads. Nope, not Arc. Oh, they were playing with a crossbow, too! That's fun. I thought I heard a bolt go by when I did that. That's fun. Thumbs up. Oh no! You pulled back your message? No more thumbs up. I didn't know they had a dab emoji. That's fun.
Plunder.
Thumbs up again.
Secure more cash than the enemy.
Oh man, I have something in my eye.
Set a drop point for your team, soldier.
Alright, so we learned before that my goal was focusing on positioning. And the last match, I didn't really take a lot of risks. I honestly spent more time getting money than playing against others. And I think that put me into a little bit more of a boring experience. Alright. That's going to be hard to hit. Let's see if I can take this shot. Oh, too fast. Oh, that person might actually take me out of the air. Man, we're still so high up. That's really fun. Feels good. Oh. See if I can pop this person. I missed. Land over here, switch to these pistols. Alright, that person's a little bit too far for me. There's a person to our right. Alright. Uh-oh. Ah, bummer. Behind us. Thumbs up to Damien as well. So that was actually, I think, much better positioning and gave me the opportunity to get into a fight. I landed on the side, right? I had the opportunity to pay more attention to where people were. Alright, there's a person right there. I missed that shot, that's fine. Slide, good. Take this side. Got that person. Cool. Alright, we're just gonna keep this crossbow out. We haven't been taking a lot of shots at people. And I can definitely feel that pulls me out of some of my flow state experience. Oh, bummer. So it's like, this is much better for me right now. No spam. No spam, Damien. Just a thumbs up is fine. Let's see. Person to my left? Trying to shoot me? Yes. Alright, I got too much distance from them. Oh, I thought they were right there. I was wrong. So we're gonna head back into the fray. There we go. Top turner is marked, so there's one somewhere right in front of us. Good opportunity.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Good. So people are still landing up top. Okay, that person's looking not at us. Missed the shot. Try fire 2. See if they can peek. Okay, that's shooting a little high.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Missed that shot. Wow, there's a lot of them right there. I'm just going to shoot a couple arrows in. Get some damage. This distance is good.
Enemy cluster strike
Oh,
incoming.
get inside. Nope. Go to the other way. Claymore. Oh, bummer. Hey, what's up, Alex? Nice to see you. So we've changed up our rules a little bit, Alex, where my goal now is to try to take a breath before every, like, showing up to help with that flow state thing, because positioning has been an issue of mine.
Station coming to you.
And I've honestly kept forgetting to do it. Like, I just told you it, and I was like, oh yeah, I was supposed to do that. Nice and air shot, always a joy.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Oh, bummer. Should have slid in. Like that, that was great. That was a bad position, again, because I went charging at someone. I think I need to stop charging for
Back
people.
on station coming to you.
Play a little bit more defensively.
Extract.
I'm curious about how that will feel. Alright, landing in. Doing well. There's people behind me to my left and right.
Enemy dropping into the AR.
There's this person. Alright, let's see if I can slip. That was a perfect situation where it was just practice. I took my time, I took a moment to breathe and fire. I died, but I did take a moment. That's actually okay. That's a good example of an input goal moment. We actually followed everything correctly. We died, which is less fun, but we got there. Yeah, hard to remember to breathe when pushed out of the flow state, for sure.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Hi. Alright, this is a sniper. Good, we did a little slide off. That's a good practice to work on. Make sure to do the slide off thing.
Hostile
Person to our
dropping into
left.
the area. Watch the skies.
I'm surprised that someone saw us from the left, which makes it sound like they're above us. Alright. Check.
Hostile
Check.
dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
We missed that shot, that's fine. I think that's another thing I need to work on, is just accept that sometimes I need to let the gun reload and only switch to this. Only switch to that when there's a situation when I will get a kill with that. I shouldn't be trying to chase after people with this. I should actually, as quickly as possible, let that reload occur. Yeah, I think that was the better thing. That was the right choice. So I took my time to breathe. We saw that shot miss. Perhaps I should aim lower to try to create a little bit of a splash. I think that might be a good choice, aiming lower. But if I aim higher, I'm more likely to down them. If I aim lower, I'll still kill them with the explosion, but I might get killed myself. Alright, so here's a good chance to shoot at someone who's going to be parachuting down. They're making a... Alright, we missed that shot. Reload. Parachute. People to our left. That was just a bad positioning one, but that's okay. That was a learning one. I was trying to land on the outside. Discovered that I landed in a spider web of bullets. Not my goal. So this thing over here is going to be too far away to shoot from consistently. But I think it'll be a good, like, float in point. Alright, we see a target that way. Good. What name am I going by now? I'm going with Gameflow, but I guess I'm going by my name. You know, I am Jared. Like, that is what I've been called before. So you can call me that, but thank you for checking. I appreciate that. Yeah, I guess just go for Gameflow when we're in here, just because it will make more sense for viewers who don't yet know what my name is, right? Like, at Gameflow. And also it pops up in yellow when that happens. That was a perfect position for that person. Perfect. Anyway, it'll pop up yellow in the chat, and that will make it easier for me to be like, ah, yes. A question. Alright. Following that thing I've talked about before, where we're using a new like contact or goal to pull us out of a little bit of like whatever rut we were running through to experience that a bit more. Target right there, dead. See if I can get close enough. Do we have any cars on the way? We do, to our right.
Vehicle here.
Perfect. So we can nab that, go vroom vroom, get the money, profit. Oh, there's money in here too. This is technically one of the better strategies to do. So I'm gonna switch to this, because I feel like this is gonna be the type of, like, we're so close to our opponents. This is the type of thing that I think we're gonna be dealing with. I don't know where that car is, and I feel like I'm just lost. So I'll just run. I always think coup first still. That's fine. I mean, that's where what you learned me as initially. Oh, we have a helicopter. If I could remember, just take the shots as practice, right? All right, that person's just shooting at us. Let's take a new position. All right, we've disabled the vehicle. I saw them firing at us, so I'm going to take another new position. Destroyed vehicle, so they're still here running somewhere. All right, don't see them there. Now we get to play some cat and mouse. Fun. If I was them, I'd be trying to get to that truck. But that might be too obvious. Follow me on Twitter. I have to make sure I start using Twitter accurately, because so far it's something where it is there, but I'm just not using it all the time. All right, this is going to be a really good option, I think. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. People are using some brilliant tactics, and I just come in and run them over.
I'll drive. Get in.
Oh, more money. There we go.
I'll drive.
Back to 10th place. It's a good lesson. Good lesson. Thank you for following me on Twitter. That is nice of you. I need to have a way to kind of let people know if something is or is not happening, and I've been using YouTube posts as kind of my method for that. It's not always the best thing.
Roger. Bird is coming in from the west.
Right.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Alright, that person's not coming left. I'm just trying to be smart about this by dropping all the money in the middle of a huge war zone. Smart.
Helo is in.
Hey, we did it! Oh no, I put a... Sorry, car. Not the smartest move. That was actually good information, though, because now I know that it takes a little bit less than half damage when you hit something with that. All right, we could go for there. That could be our target of choice.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Let's see.
Cargo secure. Bird is exiting the AO. All cargo deposited. Exfil as RTB.
Person up ahead. Somewhere in here. They found us. Perfect. But that's a nice thing about having no money. Is we're like, oh yes, you shoot us, but now we know where you are. As we return so quickly. Alright. They've moved up here. They likely know where we are. No, they don't. I'm trying to be calm and wait to take my shots, That was a good choice to not do it that time, though. Yay! Do we manage to take him out? It just said we took the armor. It didn't say we actually managed to hit them directly. Also, do you see that in the building we were on top of? There was someone else there? Enemy downed. Okay, not killed, but downed. Alright, so they're in this house. Alright, doing precision shots, or whatever those are called. Alright, let's do a quick house check. It appears to be empty. It was not empty! Smart! Smart, but I died. Oh, they're using crossbow too! They just started cutting me with a knife? Oh. Oh my. Maybe we should be trying something like that. Learning new things. So I feel like that was good positioning and awareness of like where we'd be attacked from. So I'm glad that I did that. Alright, we're being shot at first thing. If I move horizontally, it can be harder to hit me. Not impossible, though. Oh, okay. Very easy. I tried. Wasn't the best choice, but it's helping us know where they're located. So, again, positioning. Our goal was to get ourselves into good positions, right? And to make sure that we have the opportunity to shoot. I'm feeling like we're actually doing a really good job of getting this to happen. Good hit. Fun and good hit.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Alright, let's keep going. I'm just gonna leave that there for someone to stumble on. 3 shots. Well done. Crossbow again. Oh. Are they using incineration? I think they must be using incineration. I like fighting my, like, evil twin. This is cool. So there's the evil twin. I missed that shot. So I think when I do this, I'm going to have to switch to this. Uh-oh. They hit me with a throwing knife? That's a great idea. That's a... Because if I miss with the crossbow, I use the throwing knife. We really haven't been using a lot of our... That's a great idea. I feel like we're learning so much. I'm really glad that we had a chance to go up against someone who is using our similar loadout.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Go, 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 go. Oh, it's another arrow! Go! This is cool. Alright, I think it's pointless to try to get, like, put on plates right now. Just getting as much distance as I can between me and that person. Perfect fun. Real good. Oh, I'm really excited to try the throwing knives. That's a great idea. I was always worried about the idea of the throwing knife because I was thinking it wasn't going to provide, like, why not just use the crossbow? But the amount of time it takes to switch to the like, that's great. That's a great idea. Also, look at all this cash we have now. We're in 9th place. I'm spending money on the balloon. Hopefully they don't notice this and blow it up. They might. It's fine. I'm excited about trying out the knives. That feels really good. I also feel like I should change to make a couple crossbow builds so that I can be prepared to switch to something like using fire or something like that for someone's using a helicopter. All right. Just got to keep practicing. Keep practicing shooting. Every shot is another lesson.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Not the lesson I was hoping for, but very fun to watch. Alright, I was hoping there'd be a ladder in here. There's not a ladder in here. I'm just gonna leave this here. Leave this here. Yeah, Claymore shots as well just haven't done as much. It would also be fun if we end up doing, because there's like swords and Kali sticks and stuff. Alright, I guess I'll take that money. So that was a situation, though, that I felt like these pistols were really good over something like a Kali stick. Like, that felt like a much safer situation. Or, like, a throwing knife would have been hard to net that. Not impossible. Worth considering still, especially over a Claymore. Yeah, it's especially over a Claymore. Alright, we're still in 7th. Let's try to drop.
Back if you need.
There's a truck right in front of us.
Does anyone need this?
I hear it. There we go.
Voila, found a ride.
Oh, it's someone else's personal ride. That's funny.
I'm driving. On your back.
Here we go. See if we can pick up anything along the way. This has been good education. I'm excited to use the throwing knife. That'll give us something new to continue to practice. And also will give us something that will synergize well, because the Claymore has been fun, but I haven't honestly felt like it's been doing what I need it to do. I don't think a throwing knife necessarily is an instant kill, even on, like, when you have full plate, but it's worth considering still as an option. Alright, we'll call this in. Take the opportunity to look for some more stuff here. Another box. It's got a balloon. Fun. More cash. Okay, drops. Perfect. Very, very good. We've now hit overtime. This is a longer match. I haven't had a match quite this long in Plunder in a while. Still good. Okay, so from a flow state perspective, I feel like we've done a really good job pushing ourselves into some, honestly, bad situations. And then taking advantage of those bad situations. Alright. And then that's been able to train us, especially, I'm glad about having to deal with someone who's been using a throwing knife. That was very clever. Are there 2 helicopters over us now? I'm surprised. So helicopters, when you destroy them, they drop big money things, and so I'm just seeing if I can get one with the crossbow. Because the crossbow is doing, like, damage. Uh-oh. We have a car driving right by, too. That horn. Alright, it got knocked down. Yeah, it looks like we're not going to be able to get to that necessarily. Where are you shooting from, helicopter? Wow. What accuracy? What grace? Oh, that was a little low. That one hit. That one hit. That one hit. If we were doing the ones that were designed to take out, someone else is shooting at us now. If we were doing the ones that were designed specifically for vehicles, I feel like we would be having a better opportunity. This is the battle now. Hey, look at us. There we go. Please don't land on us. Thanks. Still kind of far away. Oof. Oh no, overtime. 5 seconds. Oh, bummer. Bummer! Just a few more moments ahead. We could have picked up everything. Okay, so I'm very pleased with how, first of all, 8th place, nice, 5-4, doing well. I'm very pleased with what we've learned. We've picked up a new style of play, which I thought was really cool, and that was the ability to use throwing knives. And that can open up positions that I couldn't use before, because it was basically like, I would miss with the shot, and then I'd be, you know, oh crap, I'm out of luck. And so, pistols or knives or swords or something in the future, right? Positions pushing ourselves was definitely good for that. So we were able to take advantage of how we placed ourselves so that we were able to use the crossbow in a better situation. But I found that if I didn't really, like, it was hard to find good positions, honestly. I had to be in the thick of it to really feel like we were in a good spot. And then using the pistols up close makes sense. So those were good things to pick up. So, throwing knives, that's good. We're going to try that next. Maybe swords or something too. So when we get real close with an opponent, especially because we can use the knife as the, oh, we missed, switch to throwing a knife, and we can have something else. Plus, it's fun to try to pick up swords and things, right? That's a fun tool. Now, pushing ourselves, we did that too. That was kind of the positioning thing. And that was, you know, from an input goal perspective, it was basically try to experiment with where you are. And that was tough. That was tough to make work. Are the helicopters piloted by players? No, it's AI. The idea is that at the very end, helicopters show up, and if you can destroy them, they drop a big thing of money too. So it kind of encourages players to use rocket launchers more, because then you can get lots of money. And oh, look, I'm kind of see-through. And it's a lot of fun to do with the crossbow, because I was experimenting with that. But in the future, it might be like, put all your money away, die, switch the crossbow to one that's designed to destroy helicopters and stuff. And then do that. Because the crossbow that explodes is definitely my favorite. But the fire one, I think, is close second. Cool. So to kind of circle back to their main point of the day. For this flow state with skills, I'm kind of see-through with the skills, that's funny. With skills, 2 challenges. We've talked about that when you're trying to have the right amount of skill to get the right amount of challenge. But to help you get there, you want to use feedback. And one of the best ways to get feedback is to have goals. Now, our goal was an input goal, which is initially just firing the crossbow bolt. Being able to fire is something I have complete control over. That's what it is. It's an input into the equation, compared to an output, which would have been being able to kill the opponent, right? Or being able to win. I can't really control that, but I can control my aim, input. So we turned it into something about positioning, because we found that I consistently was being in bad positions with the crossbow bolt. We might have a solution for that with the throwing knives, because that would give us the opportunity, if we missed, to switch to something else. That's a good option. That's a thing that could work. We found taking too much time to fire was a problem. It was better for me to just sort of react and fire away. I think it gave me more time to even shoot, because a lot of times I'd wait and then I'd fire once and then they'd kill me. But if I just fired, missed, and then tried to fire again, it seemed to be better. So that's something to remember, to maybe still fire quickly, but think ahead of time of what position you need. Pistols, double were still really good, so we might still stick with that, but still have knives as an option, because it's like each one will give us a sort of, longer range, mid-range, really close range situation. And that's why pistols might actually later be a literal knife. That could be fun. Or even do something where we have like a shield on our back and we put the shield and we have the crossbow, right? That could be a choice too. So that's, I think, the most important part of this is that concept of that an input goal for a flow state is something you have complete control over, right? That it's 100% yours. That it's not something where you're playing or doing whatever else and you have someone else influencing the success. Like, I can shoot that crossbow constantly. I can choose where I sort of do my positioning. That's the important point. So input goals help you get feedback into flow state. Input goals are things that you have complete control over. I guess we used a lot of concrete examples here with the crossbow bolt, but another concrete example could be like, I want to make a video a week for a YouTube channel or a stream or something. That would be input. I make a video. Output of that would be it gets 1,000 views. I can't control that. Thus, I would say input, I'm going to make a video. Hopefully my objective would one day to get X amount of views, but that's something that's like, I can't test that. That's like where we're aiming to get, but that's not actually the goal, right? And that's actually the things, objective key results, which is something else we'll talk about. I feel like that was a much better explanation than it was earlier today. I was a little flabbergasted. I was running in late. Anyway, hi. Goodbye. Any final questions? While I wait, I'm partly see-through. See the water behind me. I am the lake. I am the tree. You can even see the tree through my hair a little bit. I'll hold on for one more moment. Or not one more moment. For a little longer, in case there are any more questions that come in. Alex, Stadia, Damien, Violet? If not, then we're good. While I wait, I'll try to fix this green screen live. Doing it live. Okay, it seems like we're good. Thank you all again for coming by. It was a joy to have you. We're going to talk more about flow state tomorrow at 1 p.m. as we continue. I'm going to be trying to do some clips and experiment with that, as well as trying to do some shorts and experiment with that to try to help answer some of these things. Thank you, Alex. No questions from you? Cool. Appreciate it. But yeah, that 15-second thing I still have to remember. Anyway, cool. Y'all are beautiful. Thank you again for coming by. Stadia, Exposing Alex, Damien. And we also had Squid ZZZ. Thank you for coming by. Violet, thank you for coming by. It was good to see you. Cool. Oh, lovely. See you again tomorrow at 1. I think I will also Friday. I'm gonna do 4 days a week, I think, for streaming. But we'll talk more about that tomorrow. Okay.